Ben Silverio.
I'm Andy Huddle.
And I'm your host and host, Ansel Birch.
It's
Time to party!
Please do it.
Why is it always that part?
Let's do it. Let's watch Jerry Seinfeld.
What is the deal with making honey out of nectar? Guys, I think it'd be really funny.
Bees? You know how they got bee movies? What if we made a bee movie? Oh, I don't want to be a bee.
Let's do edutainment about bees. So how did this get made?
I think that's already
That's a different
gimmick.
show. Yeah, somebody's already got that.
We don't want to have gimmick infringement.
Step on toes.
Yeah, no. They might ever hear about it.
As always.
No, start over.
What? That wasn't a good one? You didn't like that one?
No.
Yeah, what if
Because now I can't cut out any of that. Otherwise, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh my Jesus. Okay, all right.
Party
this.
people. Sorry. Party people, welcome back to Time to Party, where we enjoy barbershop quartet versions of Kiss songs.
that are not Bon Jovi.
It's a different band.
Different band entirely, allegedly.
Allegedly. We've never seen them in the same room at the same time.
That's fair. That
Yeah.
face paint.
With that face paint, they could be literally anybody.
Literally anybody. And I don't know where I was going to go with that.
I'm going to go ahead and start the recording.
You're really holding to that no boost thing?
So, I mean, maybe.
Is there
We'll
booze in
see.
that?
No, it's not booze in this.
Put boost in
We
that.
could put booze in this. The mooing is not going to be funny to people who didn't listen to the part that's not in the show.
But let's listen to that childlike laughter, though. I mean, you can't deprive us. Listen to that. It's the purest thing, a child's laughter.
Hey, you're the host and post. You can cut the movie.
You have that power.
I do. It is my whole job to go back through and make everything make sense. It's a challenge.
Yeah, no, we're gonna make this as difficult as possible for you.
We tend to, even if it's not on purpose. Ooh, party people, welcome back. Where we take a look at some of the greatest and some of the not so greatest time travel movies throughout time. Yes, I said time a lot.
Stuck the landing.
You know, if you could somehow
do you want
like,
to do that again from the beginning?
watch a movie from the future, I would be very.
Oh my god!
Right? This movie comes out in 2027.
Yes.
I mean, we kind of got to do that with Adam Project.
Sure.
Oh
we
yeah,
got an
that's
early
right.
screener.
Yeah, because you guys got that early. Lucky.
Yes.
And I say us. I do mean Ben.
Sure.
I got to abuse Ben's.
It's okay. Work does it all the time. We've already seen 4 episodes of Moon Knight. I'm not allowed to talk about it, so don't.
I know. That's why I'm not asking any questions. I also don't want you to tell me.
Was there a dog in it?
Not at liberty to.
Ah, what if there's a dog?
Party people, welcome back to this never-ending party that we like to call Time to Party. Yes. I don't know a whole lot of French, so I'm gonna get by on
Merde.
Valjean.
Je t'adore.
Je t'aime? I don't know.
How is Helena not here and we still ended up doing a French bit?
That's true.
Paris. Je t'aime.
I gotta say, I've been to Paris.
Oui.
Oui?
And I did not enjoy it as much as other people on the trip.
Pourquoi?
And I feel like the reason was because Paris is a city that deserves to be visited when you're in love. And I was definitely not at the time. In fact, I was trying to like get over something. But I felt like Paris is such a romantic city, and to experience it alone as a single person, you know, when you especially one that romanticizes the city, kind of like how Gil does, you don't get more out of it. Also, I was too young to do a lot of the stuff that would have been cool to single people at the time. You know, like I didn't get to go to the Moulin Rouge or like a bunch of the other sites that probably would have been cool. I remember going to Versailles. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
The Eiffel Tower. But we went to the Eiffel Tower right from the airport. So...
Good call. Get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Did you get to see the Louvre?
Yeah, and it's a fucking mall.
Dude,
we
I
ate
know.
at the food court. I was so disappointed.
Dude, so I went to Paris in 2000, and we went to London, Paris, and then Rome. I was 18, I believe. I don't know. I never know how old I am at any given time. 17, perhaps. And while I was there, we were there with like this school from South Carolina, and they were loud and obnoxious, and we basically got about 20 minutes in the Louvre, and then we got about like an hour in the Virgin Megastore. So we literally like took a map, said, okay, so the Mona Lisa's here. We can see the Winged Victory, run, see the Venus de Milo, and then go back, and then we'll be back in time. So we saw 3 things.
Wow.
Like practically running from spot to spot to see Winged Victory, because, you know, we could see the replica in Chicago.
Sure.
But yeah, we saw it. We saw the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo in like 20 minutes.
Damn. Yeah, we got plenty of time to see all that stuff. But
that was my biggest regret, is that we did not get to appreciate art as much as I would have liked to.
When I went as part of a student ambassador program.
Okay.
And we went to Italy, France, Austria, and Switzerland.
Oh my gosh.
And day 1 was Paris. So right off the plane from the airport, we climbed to the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Oof.
And then, you know, maybe the next day we went to the Louvre, and like I just remember being disappointed that like we ate at the food court of this mall that the Louvre was a part of, but still we got to see the Mona Lisa, the Venus de Milo, all that stuff. That was pretty cool. But like I remember my friend and I were obsessed with finding McDonald's because we loved Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we wanted to get a
wanted the
Royale
Royale
with
cheese.
cheese. And that was really what we were preoccupied with. That and flirting with the other with the girls on our trip.
Sure.
So,
that checks out.
because, you know, we were young.
Paris is for love.
Right. And so when you're in Paris without love, it's kind of distracting.
Like, we were actually pretty good about like sticking to, like, our chaperone was big on us sticking to authentic Parisian cuisine and stuff like that. And then the one day we all get to like pick where we got to eat. Like, people went to McDonald's and Burger King. I had the best Pizza Hut pizza I've ever had in my life in Paris.
Yeah, we had very authentic French food. You know, we went to Planet Hollywood. It was a very culturally enriching experience.
All right, we talked about this in the beginning, early days of the show, and I think that this is a specifically good movie for this question. What would you pair this movie with? What kind of drink is this movie ideal to be drinking?
Champagne. It's a party, right?
Yeah, I think champagne is a good one, especially because I feel like that's well. Okay, so it depends. Are you a Fitzgerald? Are you a Hemingway? Because I feel like just a whiskey straight you know, I feel like you got to kind of choose your poison depending on what you are. Like I feel like there should be like rules, you know, like
Are you drinking it out of a baguette?
Yeah. I mean, are you a Gilpinder? Do you want to sympathize with the main character?
Then I think you would drink like some red wine.
Red wine was going to
Wasn't
be
he
was
drinking
my
white wine at the wine tasting?
Red, white. You know, it all tastes like wine. Wow. Just tastes like wine.
I think he was drinking red wine. I thought.
It's possible.
So mix red and white wine together in one glass.
That's how you make rosé, right?
That's the Gilpinder.
It just says wine.
Well, we got both kinds. We got red and white. Yeah, I think it depends. I think there's some really good choices because you could also go with absinthe because we do get Toulouse-Lautrec at the end of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a bunch of drinks lined up on the table.
Yeah, and I think
When you get to Toulouse-Lautrec, you drink the absinthe.
Well, I think you should. I think you should go from like 2010 to the 1920s to the 1900s and.
What does Michael Sheen say about tannins?
Jesus. I think party people. I think pick your poison. Champagne, red wine, absinthe, whiskey, and go from there.
Yeah, or just take them all, mix them in a bucket.
A little jungle juice.
Yeah.
I recommend throwing in a little bit of fruit punch, just for that little extra something.
That's what a mimosa is, right?
That's a mimosa. Champagne, wine, fruit punch, absinthe, and whiskey, and there. You got a mimosa.
Mr. Dungeon Barkeep over here is dying a little bit.
It's not that I think I'm too good for it. It just sounds gross. This isn't a class thing. It's just like, that sounds gross.
I think you should get some, French.
Yeah, see if your cousin can do us a French jazz style version of our theme song is called Love of Power.
Oh.
Because, we can't use Huey Lewis in the News.
It's definitely not that song. Legally distinct.
Legally, It's not that.
Right. I don't think Marlon has his lute at the ready.
No.
Love, power.
Lute?
I don't know.
Talking about...
A 20s instrument?
Yeah, the French were known for their love of the lute in the 20s.
The lute is a timeless instrument.
That is accurate.
We're talking about
Bring the Dorian
Renaissance
mode
fair.
back.
Yeah, that's... Cole Porter on the lute.
Is that not a record? Is that not one of his bestsellers?
Cole Porter on lute. It's
I'm texting Artie right now.
One of my favorite records.
No. Screen Crush. Okay, Screen Crush was talking about how Scott Summers was actually pretty cool in the comics.
They would. I don't.
Sorry, go on.
I'm not.
He had a good run as kind of they kind of made him a badass, just I think, to kind of make all the haters of the 90s show, or the people who love the 90s show, because that's really, I think, why everyone is Team Wolverine and anti Scott Summers, because they made him a Boy Scout, and they made Wolverine the bad boy, star of the show.
I love Wolverine as much as the next person, don't get me wrong, but I kind of hope that the new series, whatever they do with the X-Men now that they can, they pick a different hero to be the one that is just the center fulcrum of every fucking thing.
Gambit.
I was going to argue for Storm.
I mean,
Storm has been such a badass, and even as a kid,
yes.
Storm was my favorite X-Men.
Storm is pretty great.
Winds blow our foes away.
Beast should be the center of the show, but only if Kelsey Grammer voices him.
I mean, talk about dream casting, though. I mean, first of all, the fact that we got Patrick Stewart.
Oh my god.
As Professor Xavier. I mean, nobody nobody had anyone else
You can sit back in your chair. You're fine.
in their just trying to be comfortable. Man.
Okay. Oh, okay. Whatever's most comfortable.
Don't you micromanage me.
It seemed like you were uncomfortable.
This isn't my first rodeo.
All right.
I got a bad back. I can,
All right.
All right.
The mic will pick you up from back.
It better.
If you want.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
What was our bot's name in the?
Craig.
Craig.
Fucking Craig.
Fucking Craig.
Craig.
Have you ever used Craig?
Not no, but it sounds like a little bitch.
Kinda.
Yeah. One time Craig didn't record, and we were like, "What the hell?
What the fuck, Craig?" Yeah, so Craig is the Discord recording bot that you can download or you can add to your server.
Okay. Oh.
And it's nice for backups. Like we had everybody record native on their local machine, but we had backups in Craig. So like it would record the record the call and load it all to my Google Drive. So I always had a backup of whatever we did when we did remote things. But Craig was a little bitch and sometimes just wouldn't show up or would leave and we'd have to call him back.
You get bored.
Yeah,
What
he
an
was
asshole.
glitchy.
What if Quentin Quire was the star?
Dude. That would be phenomenal.
Just wearing a shirt the whole time that says Magneto was right.
Please. I mean, that would be phenomenal. He is an Omega level mutant with just pink hair named Kid Omega.
He's very anti-authority.
Okay.
A great character, and nowadays his whole shtick is he gets killed like every week. Like every issue, he gets murdered on a mission.
It just doesn't take.
Well, okay, so literally the X-Men cannot die anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, fun
Fun
story.
fact, like-
Time loop or
current-
something? What are they doing?
No time travel, cloning. Like Professor Xavier wears Cerebro 24 hours a day and is constantly making backups of every mutant's psyche at all time. So then they've got 5 mutants who use their powers in tandem to create like a cloned body of a person, and then they age them to the correct age. And literally, like mutants can't die anymore.
I should also note that I've stopped reading X-Men books because, like,
This shit's ridiculous.
That is fucking
ridiculous.
bananas.
Yeah, so literally any character who's ever died in the X-Men universe is back.
I hope they're setting up for something terrible to happen as a result of this.
Yeah, they're
'cause
doing
that's-
another Hellfire Gala.
It's so much. Honestly, like after the whole like bullshit that was the X of Swords crossover, I was like, I need a break. This was so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Stella and Warwick are still reading X books, but I didn't really read a lot of X-Men to begin with, so.
It would take something pretty heavy to get Stella to stop reading X books, though. Like
That's true.
she's pretty invested.
For sure.
One day.
Hey, you guys want to talk about Midnight in Paris?
Oh, right.
I'd rather talk about 10:30 in Versailles.
Ooh,
That's not
that's a
that
good
far.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the neighborhood. I'd say
Coming
that
up,
counts.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie The Lovely?
I have.
I love that movie. Kevin Kline plays Cole Porter.
Mm-hmm.
John Barrowman is also in it. Actually, there's a ton of great people in it. I believe Elvis Costello is also
I
in
believe
it.
you are correct.
And, oh my god.
He's in it?
No, she's in it. What's,
Nice.
what, from Dogma,
Alanis Morissette?
right?
God from Dogma is,
Yeah.
is absolutely Alanis Morissette.
Right, no, but I'm pretty sure she's in The Lovely.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got all the way
Yeah,
around.
all the way.
Yeah, she totally is. I knew it.
Amazing.
Oh, that's so good.
Who's on first?
Third base. Like this year, I have a feeling that Power of the Dog is going to win Best Picture,
Coda, actually.
but I have a feeling that Coda is going to win Best Adapted Screenplay.
Indeed it did.
And I have a feeling Belfast is going to win Best Original Screenplay.
Nailed it.
And this is the part where Ansel chimes in with who actually won, because that's tomorrow. The Oscars are tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oscars are tomorrow at the time of recording. Insert.
Do you want to
Ansel
make
here.
a prediction?
I just did.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I suppose you did.
So let's see. I'll go on record. Power to the Dog is going to win Best Picture, Best Director.
Nailed it.
Belfast will win Best Original Screenplay.
Yep.
The father from Coda is going to win Best Supporting Actor.
Troy Kotzer, yes.
The actress who played Anita, in West Side Story is going to win Best Supporting Actress.
Ariana DeBose, yes.
The one who didn't get invited to the ceremony.
That's the one.
She did finally get invited as a
good.
presenter, but people had to call them out on it first.
Yeah. And I feel bad. He's Lin-Manuel Miranda is about to win an EGOT.
It's okay, he didn't.
And he will not be able to attend because his wife has COVID.
Oh no!
Oh, I hadn't heard.
Yeah,
I did not know about
I just heard about that on my
that. That's
way over here.
unfortunate.
And then Coda, I believe, will win Best Original or Best Adapted Screenplay because it's actually based on a French film.
Again, yep.
So is he up for we don't talk about Bruno?
No.
No, because they didn't realize that Bruno was going to be the cultural phenomenon that it was. So
But they picked a song that's like very.
it's very touching.
Yeah, it's a very well done song.
Two caterpillars.
Oh, Dos Oruguitas, yeah.
Yes. Oruguitos.
That song is amazing.
It's so good.
And what an emotional moment in
oh
the
my
movie.
God, so
Yeah. Ooh.
oof.
Like
Cultural.
Okay,
Exactly.
I'm actually really glad that that's the best song because we don't talk about Bruno's great and all, and
Yeah.
obviously a bop.
Sure.
But Dos Oruguitas is like that's a better like okay, you wrote a really
Oh, mariposas. Don't you hold on so tight. Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. And
amazing.
And
amazing
again,
song.
he's going to win his EGOT.
yeah,
And Encanto is going to win Best
animated.
Animated Feature for sure.
Sure did.
Which I love Raya and the Last Dragon so much.
Fuck,
was-
that was the same year, wasn't
Dude,
it?
it was a tough year because Mitchell versus the Machines
versus the Machines is also
was
a
also
strong contender.
nominated. Yeah,
And Luke is good, I guess.
I actually
haven't
It was
gotten
fine.
to
I
that.
liked
I
it.
haven't seen that
I
or
enjoyed it.
or Ray and the Last Dragon.
Raya,
You need
Raya's
to
been
watch
good.
Raya and
It's-
the Last Dragon.
It's been on my list. If I have time,
Of
I'm
all
gonna-
of these fucking movies that you've been subjecting yourself to from this
Yeah.
year's Oscars, you didn't watch Raya and the Last Dragon? Come on, bro.
well, again, it's one that's been on my list, and these other ones very much were not on my list. Like at no point did I say, "Wow, I really want to watch House of Gucci." And then I made myself watch House of Gucci.
You did this to yourself.
And it
no
was
one told you to do this.
even worse.
Oh,
than
it's
I
been a
thought
great
it was gonna
tradition
be.
for Andy, though. Like
It is.
I super respect that you do this every year. It's intense, but
Will you be on my podcast?
You want to come talking?
You want to talk on my podcast?
Couple people might listen.
Yeah,
You're looking at the couple of people that are going to listen.
I mean, I'm gonna listen to it like 3 times.
That's the take we're keeping.
Yep.
Let's use that one.
It's the middle of the night.
Although, have you heard their episode about surf ninjas? It's awesome.
No,
It's a great
have not.
episode.
I listened to a few of their episodes a while ago.
Baran.
Ba, ba, ba.
No, that's you.
Oh, I broke the bit now. It's over.
Man, I just think of Barbaran.
The Babaran of Beecroft. Right? That's the holy man.
Yep.
Babaran, take my hand. Got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a really Babaran, Babaran. See, we got back to it.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right.
Guys, we should start a band.
We should. We should start a barbershop
We
quartet
should start
that
a
sings Kiss
barbershop
songs.
quartet that only sings Kiss songs.
See, I did it again.
There it is.
Right when you said Kiss songs, I went to shot to the heart and you're too.
Shot to the heart
I'm
is
concerned
not
that
a
you may
Kiss
not-
song.
I'm concerned that you may not know any Kiss songs.
I know Kiss songs.
Christine, 16. That's the creepiest song that they have
It's
about a 16-year-old.
You can find us on the internet, on Instagram and Twitter. I am at bsilverio20.
I am at Indecisionist on Twitter and at The Indecisionist on Instagram. This has been an Indecisionist production. Special thanks to April Moralba for our podcast art and to Marlon Longid of Marlon and the Shakes for our amazing theme song.
To join in on this conversation, make sure to use that hashtag #TimeToParty. That's time, the number 2, party. Well, now we must inhabit 2 worlds of being on the podcast and not on the podcast. Right?
You're gonna give me an existential crisis.
Oh my gosh, it's just like Schrodinger's
Just say the thing.
podcast.
Schrodinger's podcast.
Quick, before one of us ceases to exist.
Right. Before we fade into nostalgia shops. Yes, party people, until we come back to you with another awesome time travel movie. Be excellent to each other.
And party
On, dudes.
Put that loop down.